Akandamandalakaram Vyaptamena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnati Mirandasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jangamam Yatam Yat Kinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Babaji Vyapi Yat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Sarva Shruti Shiroratna Vyajita Padam Bujaha Vedantam Buja Suryoya Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Yomatito Niranjanaha Bindunada Kalakita Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samarudha Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradatacha Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Shoshanam Bhava Sindosha Yapanam Sada Sampadaha Guru Padodakam Samya Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Naguro Radhikam Tattvam Naguro Radhikam Tapaha Tattvajnana Param Nasti Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Manata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Raviranadishcha Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parakaram Nasti Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mahadeva Tvameva Sarvam Mahadeva Anukulya Sankalpam Pratikulya Varjanam Karpanyam Mahavishwasam Gopitritva Varanam Atmanikshepam Sharanagati Narayanam Anukulya Sankalpam Pratikulya Varjanam Karpanyam Mahavishwasam Gopitritva Varanam Atmanikshepam Sharanagati Narayanam Anukulya Sankalpam Pratikulya Varjanam Karpanyam Mahavishwasam Gopitritva Varanam Atmanikshepam Sharanagati Narayanam Anukulya Sankalpam Pratikulya Varjanam Karpanyam Mahavishwasam Gopitritva Varanam Atmanikshepam Sharanagati Narayana Narayanam, Narayanam, Sharanagati, Narayanam, 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 Sharanagati, Narayanam, oh Narayanam, Narayanam, Sharanagati, Narayanam, Guru Narayanam, Narayanam, Sharanagati, Narayanam, Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Sri Vishwananda, Gurudeva, 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 Atma Brahma, Srishti Pralaya, Samsara Karma, Dharma Moksha, Bhagavata Gita, Guru Prakasha, Sharanagati, Narayanam, Atma Brahma, Srishti Pralaya, Samsara Karma, Dharma Moksha, Bhagavata Gita, Guru Prakasha, Sharanagati, Narayana, 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 Sharanagati, Narayana, 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 Sharanagati, Narayana, oh Narayana, Narayana, Sharanagati, Narayana, 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 Sharanagati, Narayana, Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Sri Vishwananda, Gurudeva, 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 Anukulya Sankalpam, Pratikulya Marjanam, Karpanyam, Mahavishwasam, Gotikritpapadanam, Atmanikshepam, Sharanagati, Narayanam, Anukulya Sankalpam, Pratikulya Varjanam, Karpanyam, Mahavishwasam, Gotikritpapadanam, Atmanikshepam, Sharanagati, Narayana, oh Narayana, Narayana, Sharanagati, Narayana, 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 Sharanagati, Narayana, oh Narayana, Narayana Sharanagati Narayana Om Avatar Shishaya Namaha Om Vishamaya Namaha Om Devakarya Samudhyataya Namaha Om Sukshmatanave Namaha Om Chinmaya Namaha Om Gurumurtaye Namaha Om Sundaraya Namaha Om Sulochanaya Namaha Om Sumukaya Namaha Om Charvazaya Namaha Om Keshavaya Namaha Om Padmapujaya Namaha Om Mandagamanaya Namaha Om Charumbaradharine Namaha Om Ramaya Namaha Om Mandirastapakaya Namaha Om Shridibhavachakaya Namaha Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha Om Arpanasdikarakaya Namaha Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha Om Namo Narayanaye Divandrapadakaya Namaha Om Swaramayaya Namaha Om Madhurakantaya Namaha Om Krishna Sankirtana Lupaya Namaha Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha Om Intabashile Namaha Om Bhakine Namaha Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha Om Ratadharaya Namaha Om Sadave Namaha Om Jagatpantaya Namaha Om Sarvalokayitaya Namaha Om Bhaktapriyaya Namaha Om Surdaya Namaha Om Anukulaya Namaha Om Neyaya Namaha Om Sudarshanaya Namaha Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha Om Premamurtaye Namaha Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha Om Swastidayakaya Namaha Om Tarakaya Namaha Om Anugrahaya Namaha Om Vardhanaya Namaha Om Architaya Namaha Om Artaya Namaha Om Siddhipradaya Namaha Om Janardhanaya Namaha Om Manoharaya Namaha Om Akshaya Namaha Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha Om Basmakushitaya Namaha Om Atmanindaya Namaha Om Nigachana Protsakaya Namaha Om Siddhisadanaya Namaha Om Madhavaya Namaha Om Ukkarapasakaya Namaha Om Sushmaya Namaha Om Vishokaya Namaha Om Satvikaya Namaha Om Samadarshine Namaha Om Dakshaya Namaha Om Achityaya Namaha Om Nirankaraya Namaha Om Nirmohaya Namaha Om Avyagraya Namaha Om Chitakrodaya Namaha Om Vinayashilaya Namaha Om Savashaya Namaha Om Kushalaya Namaha Om Shamaya Namaha Om Satyadharmaya Namaha Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha Om Nirankaya Namaha Om Antidraya Namaha Om Satyasandhaya Namaha Om Pavitraya Namaha Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha Om Surandhanaya Namaha Om Nandanaya Namaha Om Prasanatmane Namaha Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha Om Sakshaye Namaha Om Samatmaye Namaha Om Sadayogine Namaha Om Varaye Namaha Om Sutapaya Namaha Om Samyaya Namaha Om Guryaya Namaha Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha Om Gaviraya Namaha Om Guptaya Namaha Om Atmaramaya Namaha Om Srinivasaya Namaha Om Devaya Namaha Om Yudhidharaya Namaha Om Danyaya Namaha Om Gurave Namaha Om Guratikramaaya Namaha Om Gahanaya Namaha Om Bhagavate Namaha Om Harishanparadashakaya Namaha Om Budhasya Jagartakaya Namaha Om Abhiprayaya Namaha Om Sagamata Samatyaya Namaha Om Shamayagata Bhavatakaya Namaha Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Pradivya Sattadamapi Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Pretan Dade Padam Samudamasya Padum Sure Devi Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Adavyaham Tato Dharmani Dharayene Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Hritani Pashpase Indrasya Yujasaka Tad Vishnu Paramam Padagum Sada Pashanti Surya Diveva Chakshuratam Ati Praso Vipanyavo Januvagum Sasamindade Vishnu yat paramam padam.
Gurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premakaraya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premakaraya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayat.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Gita Pare Narayana Chudati Vikrama Chakrapane Deities Sanchadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam. Shri Rukmini Sabhavana Sahare Murare Radesha Gopisha Surupa Brahmadi Vandya Shri Dvarakashaya Vaikunta Pate Bhuvane Kamurte Gopala Deva Hare Tava Suprabhatam. Nina Krute Kamatarupa Varaha Murte Trivikramaya Guhane Prabhudama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Suprabhatam. Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paramparesha Damodara Chadarananda Kadari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Samruta Inavando Gopi Jana Priya Hare Tava Suprabhatam. Shiram Jisai Bhujagadi Bhagalpashai Satbhaktarin Sadanashai Ramangashai Shirupa Brahma Mridutalpa Sukarishai Gopa Vallabha Hare Tava Suprabhatam. Shri Kashyapatri Sukranarada Gautamadi Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangava Bharateshu Vishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Bhagya Hetu Gopala Sekara Hare Tava Suprabhatam. Mandara Jadi Tulasi Dalamali Kanya He Mayani Anjali Pute Samudaranti Vishtanti Padbhavata Dharatale Munindraha Radha Manohara Hare Tava Suprabhatam. Vedatrayam Patati Gotamakana Guyaham Jayanti Sadgunagano Varada Savargaha Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kada Visheshaha Shri Narada Virishaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhano Dharana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janam Krita Sudesha Bhavati Kota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktanta Banjana Kripakara Dina Bando Nityanta Gayatri Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padmadara Prameya Padmanaya Shahuta Padma Nivasa Shuri Padmo Bhavati Surasevika Pada Padma Padma Vinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Sindhata Devi Haranaya Mahendra Vanya Kandarpa Haratinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Siddha Chandana Rimna Deha Govindaya Davare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nandanandana Yashoda Kumara Dhira Maryam Dina Darishona Supushpahara Nilam Buddha Swisharira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Bhashri Jambavati Satya Sugandhi Bhadra Shri Mitra Vendra Divasha Prabhu Putrika Gahe Tishtanti Divya Bhavame Tava Sevanardham Gopi Manapriya Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Archutananda Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayurna Nisham Vadanti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patanti Aharnisham Bhuri Krutam Mahapapa Shri Krishna Agraha Hetu Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Satmazuka Pavriksha Laksha Briteshu Surabhiya Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahashta Shata Sandama Sevyamana Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Vedum Vanantamaravinda Dalayatasham Vaharvatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Andarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Satvanamayavam Shri Ratna Gadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasham Shamantri Mangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vritrimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutamanani Manantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Dhulavan Adhulavan Atma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Koti Shatavatsara Sampragamyo Vayuratapi Manaso Muni Pundavana Sopyasti Yatra Padasinya Vachintya Tatre Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Soda Chayitum Jagat Andakuti Yat Shakti Asti Jagat Andachayat Yadantaha Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yadbhavabhaviyo Manujastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahimasanayana Bhusham Shuktriyam eva nigama pratitestuvanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabi Abhira eva nijarupataya kalabhihi Goloka eva nivasatya kinatma bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Demanjana Shurita Bhakti Virochanena Santa Sadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Gunasvarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Murti Shukalani Amena Tishta Nanavataramakarun Bhuvanishu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavan Paramahamsa Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Kotishvasesha Vasudhani Vibhuti Vina Govinda Govinda Khatram Manishkalam Anantam Ashesha Buddha Govinda Mani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mani Purusha Yasya Jagatanda Shatani Sunde Trigunyatan Vishaya Veda Vitayamana Sattva Valammi Parasattva Vishuddha Sattva Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Chinmaya Satmataya Manashu Vyapraninam Pratipalam Smaratam Upetya Vidaritena Bhuvanani Jaya Jajasra Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Golokadamni Nijadamni Tare Chatasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Meshu Tete Prabhava Vichaya Vihitaschayena Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Shristi Sriti Pralaya Sardana Shakti Reka Chaye Vayasya Bhuvanani Vivarti Durga Icha Nurupamapi Yasya Chakesha Tesa Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Shriram Yatata Divikara Vishesha Yoga Sanjayate Naitapamritagasvi Heto Yashambhutam Napitata Sabupeti Karya Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Viparchireva Hitashantaramavyupedya Devaya Devi Vishahetu Samana Dharma Yashtadeva Hicha Vishuddhaya Vivati Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yakaranarna Vajare Bhajati Smayoga Ramananta Jagadama Saropa Kupa Adhara Shakti Bhavalambya Param Svamurti Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yasheka Nishvasita Kala Matavalambya Vivanti Loma Vilaja Jagadandanataha Vishnu Mahasaya Yasya Kala Vishesho
Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Tasma Sakaleshu Nijeshu Tejaha Niyam Niyam Prakatayam Yakitatra Mantra Ramaya Esha Jagadanta Nidana Karta Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yat Pada Pallava Yugam Vinidaya Kumbha Vande Pradama Samaye Sakana Virajaha Vinam Vihantu Manamasya Jagatrayasya Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Akhi Mahi Gagana Ambu Maruti Shascha Kalasthatama Manasiti Jagatrayani Yasmat Bhavanti Vibhavanti Dishanti Amcha Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yaksham Suresha Savita Sakalagahana Raja Samasta Suramurti Rashesha Teshaha Yasyaknaya Brahmati Samritakara Shanto Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Dharmo Tapapanyaya Shrutaya Stapamsi Ramani Kirta Patagama Dayascha Jivaha Yadanta Madra Vibhava Prakata Prabhava Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yasvindra Gopanata Vendra Mahosvakarma Vajnana Rupa Parabhajana Mandaloti Karmani Nirgahati Kintu Chabhakti Bhaja Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yakroda Kama Sahaja Pranaya Niviti Vatsanya Moha Guru Gauda Vasevya Bhagavate Sanchitya Tasya Sadhushinta Mamapurete Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiyadi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Shri Bhuvila Suktam Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvarnarajadasrajam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Mahavaha Tamahavaha Jatavedo Lakshmi Manapagaminim Yasyam hiranyam vindeyan gamashvam purushanaham Ashvapurvamratamadhyam hastinada prabodhinim Shriyam devi mupakvaye shima devi jushatam Kamso smitam hiranya prakaram matram jwalantim Prittam tarpayantim Padme sthitam padmavarnam tamiyopakvaye shriyam Chandram prabhasam yashasa jwalantim Shriyam loke devajushtam udaram Tam padminimim sharanamaham prapadye Alakshmi arme nashyatam tvam rane Aditya varne tapaso dijato vanaspatistava vrikshota bilvaha Tasya palani tapasanudantu mayataraya chapaya alakshmi Upeitu mam devasaka kirtischa manina saha Pradurvutosmi rashtresmin kirtim ridyam dadatu me Kshutpipasamanam yeshtam alakshmim nashayamyaham Abhutim asamriddhim cha sarvam nirnadamigriyate Gandhadvaram durardasham nityapushtam karishinim Ishvarigam sarvabhutanam tamihopakvaye shriyam Manasa kamamakutin vachas satyamashīmahi Pashunam rupamanyasya mahishi shayatam yashaha Kardamena prajabhutamai sambhava kardama Shriyam vasayame kule mataram padmamalinim Apasrujantu snigdhani chigdhitamasame grihe Nichadevi mataram shriyam vasayame kule Ardram pushkarinim pushtim suvarnam hemamalinim Suryam hiranmayim lakshmi jatavedo mahavaha Ardram yakkarinim yashtim pingalam padmamalinim Chandram hiranmayim lakshmi jatavedo mahavaha Tama avaha jatavedo lakshmi manapagaminim Yasya hiranyam prabhutam gavo dasyo shva vindeyam purushanaham Yasya chiprayato bhutva juhuyada jamanvaham Suktam panchadashacham chashi kama satatam japet Padma priye padmini padmahaste padmalaye padmadalaye takshi Vishva priye vishnamanonakore tatpada padmam mahisannidasva Mahadeve cha vitmahe vishnapadne cha dhimahi Tanno lakshmi prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Bhumir Bhumnatyo Varinantariksham Mahitva Upastite Devati Teknimannada Mannadhyayadade Ayango Prishtirakramidasanam Mataram Punaha Pitaram Chaprayan Suvaha Trigum Shattam Avirajati Vakpatam Gaya Shishaye Pratyasya Mahatyuvihi Asya Pranadapanadyantascharati Rochana Vyakyan Mahishasuvaha Yatva Krutapavo Vapamanyuna Yadavatya Sukhalpamagne Tattava Punastoti Payamasi Yatte Manyuparuptasya Pritivi Manudadvase Aditya Vishve Tatteva Vasavascha Samavaran Mano jyotirshatavatcham vichinnam yajnagum samimam dadatu Brihaspatistanutamimam no vishve deva yamadayantam Medini Devi Vasundara Syat Vasuda Devi Vasavi Brahma Vajjasam Pitranagum Shotram Chakshurmanaha Devi Hiranyagarbhini Devi Prasuvari Sadane Satyayane Sida Samudravati Savitri Yado Devi Mayangi Mahodharani Mahovyatishta Shringe Shringe Yagne Yagne Vibhishani Indrapadni Vyapini Surasariha Vayumati Jalashayani Shriyam Daraja Satyadho Parimedini Soparidaram Parigaya Vishnupadni Mahim Devi Madhavi Madhavapriya Lakshmi Priyasaki Devi Namamachyata Vallabha Dharudaraye Vidmahe Sarvasadyai Chadimahi Tanno Dhara Prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Neelam Devigam Sharanamaham Prapadye Grinahi Gridhavati Savitaradipakye Payasvati Rantirashano Asto Dhruvadisha Vishnupadya Gora Seshana Sahasoya Manota Brihaspatir Matarishvota Vayus Sanduvana Vata Abhino Grunantu Vishtambho Divo Dharnah Prativya Aseshana Jagato Vishnupatni Mahadevya Cha Vidmahe Vishnupatni Cha Dhimahi Tanno Nila Prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmelitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev, good morning. So today's verse is taken from Canto 3, and it is from the, I guess I've done a couple of verses from this canto and chapter already. It's from chapter 25 from the conversation of Kapila Muni, one of the incarnations of the Lord, explaining devotional service, or the importance of devotional service, and how to perfect devotional service, and all the topics around it, to his mother Devahuti. And so this is from chapter 25, verse 23, but I will take a few verses afterwards also, just as context. So he says, Madashraya kadamrishtaha shrinvanti gadayanti cha tapanti vividhastapa netan madkadachetashaha. Engaged constantly in chanting and hearing about me, the Supreme Lord, the sadhus do not suffer from material miseries because they are always filled with thoughts of my pastimes and activities. So actually the topic I wanted to speak about today is the importance of Sangha. Because in the last few satsangs, I was always speaking about the Lord, about different aspects of Him, different parts of Him, different jewelry of Him, different ornaments that He is adorned with. And as I was thinking last night what to speak about, actually I think I went through pretty much everything. And so I thought, what should I do next? Because I have something in mind for what's next, which is the Raja Upacharas, the different offerings and puja items. So stay tuned. But in between, I thought what to do for today is very connected actually, because in a sense, what is the reason why I spoke about these parts is how we can attain freedom. Because as we know, I used this verse many times from chapter 2, verse 59, is actually the easiest and best way and only way to attain freedom from attachment and material attachments. And that is by contemplation upon Him. And so that's why that was my purpose of describing each part of Him, because each part of Him can actually free us, because it is so magnanimous or beautiful. And so actually the last one that I spoke about, for example, was the Srivatsa, right? It was actually nice in the trip in China. It was nice because actually the Vaishnava symbols, not the tilak, but Shankar Chakra, but especially the Srivatsa, I actually saw everywhere. It was fun how to see the Srivatsa in so many different places. Obviously, Hinduism is not exactly allowed in China, but Buddhism is very similar, right? And so the Srivatsa I could see everywhere in many places. So it was nice to have that reminder of the Lord, actually, wherever you go, even in a country like this. And so this verse that I chose today is actually somehow inspired by this previous trip, because the Chinese, they have a nice online shop. I'm doing a bit marketing. And they have a very nice T-shirt on which they wrote, Bhakta has no worries, which is a very nice T-shirt, actually. And so this verse actually is inspired by this T-shirt, or this slogan, you could say, in a sense. Because it's the same thing that Kapila Muni says here. Those sadhus, or saints, or actually devotees, because they are constantly engaged in my pastimes, my activities, constantly chanting my name, hearing about my name, they have no worries. They do not suffer from material miseries. And what I like in this verse, that he specifically says, they do not suffer from material miseries. He doesn't say they don't have material miseries. It's a difference. It's a big difference. Because as we might know, when you become devotee, when you come on the spiritual path, occasionally you might still experience material miseries. If you have not experienced it, then you're probably a saint, right? But they don't go away. Actually, Guruji, I was listening to, I don't know actually from which year it was, or it came randomly on YouTube, one of the satsangs Guruji gave. He actually says that the experience often by becoming a devotee of God is that your life goes downhill. Put it this way. More miseries come out. And so that is usually, or often, the experience of becoming a devotee, firstly. Because of course, you could say certain things have to come out, but also it is the Guru, it is Krishna, who put certain miseries in your way to remind us about what is material and what is spiritual. Because the more miseries you have materially, the more you run towards God. Because that is our nature. We always pray to God when stuff doesn't go the way that we want them to. But everything is good, we don't pray to God because everything is the way that we want it, so we don't need anything else. But the more miseries that we have, the more we actually think of Him. Right? And so that is His divine master plan or game on how to force our attention to be on Him. Because for the majority of the time, for the experience that we have at the moment, is that our mind is not focused on God, or does not want to be focused on God. Let's put it this way. And so the mind has to be forced. And the easiest way is to throw negativity at it. Because then we start praying. And when we start praying, we think of God, ideally. And then we think of God. The miseries, even though they are still there, they experience the way that we suffer in those miseries changes. It's like the story of this rabbi who was giving a lecture on problems and material miseries. Afterwards was approached by students and asked, but how do we actually deal or transcend these miseries? We know they are there. We know that we're not supposed to have them. We know that we're supposed to have our mind fixed on God. But how do we actually do that? How do we actually transcend problems? And so the teacher said, actually, I have no clue, because I have so many problems in my life myself, probably starting with you guys, like students. So I cannot help you, actually, because I'm in the same boat than you are. But I know that there is one person down in the village who I know for many, many years, and I have never seen him complaining about anything. It doesn't seem like he has problems in life. So maybe you can ask him. Maybe he can help you. So they go to the person's house, they knock on the door, they get a very friendly voice asking, what do you want? Go away. And so knock again, and they eventually comes out and they ask him, we want to ask you a question. We heard that maybe you can help us. How do we live a life without problems? And so he says, I cannot help you. I have no problems. Ask somebody who has problems. And so again, they're sent away, because the reason for why he said he has no problems is because he doesn't perceive them as problems. The whole problem is that we see problems as being problems. It is actually every problem, every misery that we have is prasad given by him. It is not a problem, it is an opportunity that is given to us to focus on God, to fix our mind on God, to re-engage our mind in God. The only thing that we need to change is the way that we perceive it. And that is exactly what Guruji speaks about when he speaks about having a negative or a positive mindset. That's actually the difference. It's not trying to pretend to be positive, oh, I'm so positive, everything is so great. No, it's just simply the way that we engage in life and the way that we perceive life and the problems of life specifically. To change the mindset of seeing problems everywhere to seeing opportunities everywhere. Opportunities and blessings for us to be able to change, right? And that is the first and foremost mindset that a devotee has or should have, in ideal case, scenario. That's why it says in this verse, a devotee of God, such elevated sadhus, which are devotees, they have no worries. They don't suffer from worries. Doesn't mean they don't have material miseries, but they don't suffer from them, because their whole being is engaged in the Lord. And so if you're absorbed fully in the Lord, how would there ever be any sufferings, right? It's exactly the same, and we can see with the saints who were tortured, whether it's in whatever tradition it may be. The material misery is undoubtedly there. The material pain, for sure, was undoubtedly there. And obviously I cannot understand it, because at least in this life, I haven't been in that situation where I'm being stretched to death or stoned or whatever. But the way that I would understand it is exactly in the same way, that even though they would experience material pain, they wouldn't suffer from it, because their mind is fixed fully on Him. And the way that they would see it is it as an opportunity to prove their strength to focus their mind on God and not on anything else in the world. And so by fully being focused on Him, everything will disappear. Just as we can see with Draupadi in the assembly hall. Krishna didn't just come randomly because Draupadi is so nice. He came because she fully surrendered. And she realized her helplessness and her dependency on Krishna. And that is why he came. And that is a state that we need to come to also and develop. That everything around us just disappears because we don't have an agenda to attain God. We don't have a plan to attain God. All that we want is to be with Him. And there is no other, all plans and agendas need to go out of the window. And only then He will come. Only then He will run to us. Otherwise, He will just be watching us, trying to solve our problems, holding on to our saris. and deities or whatever. But when we truly surrender and we let go, then he will take over and do whatever it needs solving. And so in the next verses, I wanted to take these verses actually because I wanted to speak about the nature of Sangha. But firstly, it was about worries, the nature of a devotee, which does not have worries. But the nature of Sangha is so important, and I've realized this again so beautifully in this trip, in which was basically like 18 days non-stop Sangha, which obviously we have here also. But I feel like sometimes in those trips, and maybe those who travel sometimes, they can relate, is here sometimes you have the luxury of hiding in your room, even if it's in the evenings or whatever. But these trips are literally from morning to late night with the devotees, which is honestly the most amazing thing about life itself. To have no free time whatsoever, to have no breathing time whatsoever. It is just about being with the devotees, to inspire each another to love God, to see. And so it's important to understand actually what is Sangha really, and what is Sangha about. And I wanted to take these 3 verses actually that he speaks about after, which is 25, 26, and 27, about the purpose, the nature, and the purity of Sangha. So in verse 25, he says that in the association of pure devotees, discussion of the pastimes and activities of the Supreme Lord is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation, and thereafter he is freed, and his attraction becomes fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service begins. So that's where you can see the first purpose of Sangha actually. As we know, it's about reminding each other and ourselves about God. The purpose of that is to purify ourselves, to help us to become fixed on the Supreme Lord. That is obviously part of the purification part, because you have to become purified to be able to have a fixed mind on Him. So it goes hand in hand. The more that we purify ourselves, the more easier it becomes to focus our mind. And the more we become attracted to Him, the more easier the purification part goes. Because the main key, the key itself is attraction. Whether we have attraction to the world or whether we have attraction to Him. Because attraction makes this fixation easy, right? Because the problem is that we do like to do our sadhana, we do like our puja, but so often our mind is attracted to something else. And that is why we get distracted. But when we have actual this attraction towards Him, it becomes easy. Because you will love to do the service. You will love to spend time with God. And that is actually the difference. That is when, like he says, that is when actual devotional service starts. Is when your attraction is on Him, is that you really start to enjoy being with Him. Before, maybe we tell ourselves that we like it, but it's not for nothing, it's still purification, but we don't fully are giving ourselves to Him. So it's often just kind of like a telling ourselves, pretending, hypocritic kind of way, which is a good thing also. It's still purifying, but it's not pure in terms of nature. And Sangha is one of the most important ways in how we can do that. Guruji speaks about this so many times. The Bhagavatam speaks literally about the association and the importance of the association of devotees. Fair enough, in this verse he says pure devotees, which is a big difference, but still it has its impact, right? And so we can see here firstly what is the nature of a Sangha, and that is everything should be about Him. There is a difference between Sangha and cliques, or friendships of cliques, where you hang out with friends and you have some nice food and you spend time together and watch some movies together. That's not Sangha. That creates attachment. Friendships create attachment. Sangha is not about friendship. Sangha is not about spending time together because you are friends or you want to be friends. It has nothing to do with that. In fact, Guruji said in a satsang long time ago, I don't want you to be friends, right? To the residents here. I want you to be friendly, of course, but the point of Sangha is to attain Him, not to create attachments here. And so we are, in the friendships, in cliques, we create attachments this way, on a horizontal level. In a Sangha, we are together, yes, but our attachment is to Him. And everything and everyone in that Sangha, their responsibility is to remind each other of that our attachment is not to each other, but it is to Him. And yes, we go the path together, we remind ourselves together, and it's so important. But the attraction should always be upwards, not horizontally. That's very important. Otherwise, the Sangha will always have, problems. And we can see that with so many Sanghas, where if there is a Sangha, any Sangha, where there's problems, it is because that is misunderstood. Because there is ego, because there is drama, simply because not everything in that Sangha is focused on God. It is on each other. It is on the egos and the whatever else, right? And so it is simply to constantly try to remind each other that the focus and the intention and the purpose to attract our mind has to be towards Him. Otherwise, it's not Sangha. It's a clique, or I don't know what other word could use for groups gathering to do something together, right? It has to be for that purpose. And if we use that purpose, or we use the nature of a Sangha in the right way, what he describes here is that gradually, through the knowledge, through the attraction, through the hearing will create the feeling in the heart. And so naturally, we advance on the path of liberation, right? And then he says that once our mind and our attraction becomes fixed, we become free. And then he says, after then, real devotion and real devotional service starts. That's why I said, until that point, and we know about this from the Adhikari system or whatever, that we are actually all only Adhikaris. We are aspirants to, at some point, become actual devotees, even if we call ourselves devotees. And sometimes we are so proud of, I am a devotee of God. Actually, I'm not. None of us is devotees. We are trying to become devotees, right? That's what he's saying in this verse. We actually only become devotees when we are freed from material miseries and our mind is fully fixed on God. And that's an aim to strive for together, because to do it alone is impossible. Because as he says in the Bhagavatam throughout, it is only by the association and the purification that comes from the association with the devotees of the Lord that we come to that point. In the next verse he says, thus consciously engaged in devotional service, in the association of devotees, a person gains distaste for sense gratification, both in this world and in the next, by constantly thinking about the activities of the Lord, and thus he becomes able to control his mind. Of course, he goes to the next step, and he says, once that devotional service in the association of devotees is being given, it is not that you have attained God realization. It is not that you have attained safety, could say it, right? Because even in the Guru Gita, Shiva speaks about he warns actually about the importance that once you attain a certain high level, it doesn't mean you're done. And he says that here, by practicing devotional service in association with devotees, you keep yourself in that state and you advance gradually, because you can always fall back. The sense gratification is so dangerous, because even if you have attained a high level of devotional service, you can always fall back to attachments and attraction to the world. And so that association of devotees as the next step is not only what inspires you towards God, it also keeps you stable on the path in which, and it anchors what you have attained so that you don't fall back, but you gradually advance. In the next verse, he says that thus by not engaging in the service of the modes of material nature, but by developing awareness of the Supreme Lord, knowledge in renunciation, and by practicing yoga, in which the mind is always fixed in devotional service unto the Supreme Lord, one achieves my association in this very life, for I am the Supreme Lord, the absolute truth. And so that, to conclude, is the ultimate goal. The association with the devotees, then the association with the pure devotees, brings us the association with the Supreme Lord. That is the actual goal, because first, before being able to meet the king or the emperor, you need to have contacts, right? You need to have the engagement with the ministers or the people of the same city or whatever, so that you get in the circle, and step by step you get into the inner circle. That's why we spend time with devotees, that we speak about the stories of the saints. We become inspired by the pure devotees. Eventually we become pure devotees, and we spend time with pure devotees. We serve with pure devotees until we actually attain the association of the Supreme Lord, by His grace, of course, only. But we have to go through those layers, those onions of steps the path that we go towards Him. We cannot just jump immediately to Him. Reminds me of Beijing, which is like a massive city, right? And it used to be very small, and it grew over the many decades. So in the beginning it was only one. Now it is like in squares. It's 7 squares with like 30 million people. But the emperor's place is in the center. And as you succeed towards the forbidden city, you have to go through all of those layers until you come to the center. And so it's the same thing also, and that is what Sangha helps us to attain. But it's so essential and so important to keep reminding ourselves. It's not about making one intention. It's about reminding ourselves every single day, what is the purpose of Sangha? What is the goal of Sangha? The goal is to attain the supreme truth. The purpose of Sangha is to do that. The nature of Sangha is to remind each other of Him and to be inspired by the devotees around us, by the pure devotees such as the saints, to be inspired to strive for that supreme truth. And that's why Sangha is so important. And to finish, I'm going too long already, before Sangha was even a thing, thinking back, it is the one thing that I am most grateful for, and the one thing that, when I look at my life, created the basis for everything. Because when I met Guruji, I had the grace to have Sangha from the very first moment, which was my family. We were only 5, but we literally had an ashram at home. And so even if there was no idea of what is Sangha, or the term Sangha, it is what actually everything that came until now was for me the basis, where we learned the prayers, where we spoke about Guruji. We had morning prayers, we had evening prayers in our house every day. We did our kriya together, the mudras, meditation, whatever. And so really it was the Sangha from the very first moment that Guruji gave me. And now only looking back, it made me realize actually that was Sangha itself already. And that was for me the best Sangha that I had in my life in terms of what created the base. And it was for that. If it was not for that, I wouldn't be here, 100%. And so that's when I look back, I can see how much I need to appreciate Sangha. Because on an everyday basis, that is very easy to forget in our usual dramatic mindset. But when you look back, you can see and you start to be grateful for everything that Sangha has actually given you. And without Sangha, I can 100% say I would not be here. And so it is, like he says, actually the most important element to attaining association with God. It's through the association with devotees that we transform ourselves, change, and truly become humble enough and helpless enough to attain Him. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Yato yato yami tato Narasimho.
Aye Narasimho, Hridaye Narasimho.
Aye Narasimho, Hridaye Narasimho.
Narasimham Adim Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimham Adim Sharanam Prapade.
Avakara Kamalavare Nakama Buddha Shinja Dalita Hiranyakashipu Narubringa Keshavadurta Narahari Rupa Jagadisha Hare
Shibu Narubinga Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jai Narasingha
विठ्ठलगिरिधारी परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री विठ्ठलगिरिधारी परब्रह्मणे नमः
श्री 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 Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitalagiridhari Parabrahmane Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Devaki Nandana Srinivasa Vasudeva Vishnu Rishikesha Shori Vasudeva Narada Murindra Nutananda Yashodananda Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Devaki Nandana Srinivasa Vasudeva Vishnu Rishikesha Shori Vasudeva Narada Murindra Nutananda Yashodananda Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Gopala Govindra Krishna Vasudeva Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva, Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva, Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Shama Sundara Manohara Vasudeva, Padmanabha Kamalakshena Vasudeva, Shamala Komala Anga Shesha Shayam Keshava Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Shama Sundara Manohara Vasudeva, Padmanabha Kamalakshana Vasudeva, Shamala Komala Anga Shesha Shayam Keshava Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva, Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva, Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Nanda Nandana Jananda Vasudeva, Dinanata Dukkha Bhanjana Vasudeva, Daya Sindhudhara Nidhara Sundara Mukhara Vinda Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Nanda Nandana Janardana Vasudeva, Dinanatha Dukkha Bhanjana Vasudeva, Dara Sindhudhara Nidhara Sundara Mukhara Vinda Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva, Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva, Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Gopinata Manohari Vasudeva, Navanita Priyadari Choda Vasudeva, Krishna Kamala Lochana Gopi Lola Vana Mallikeya Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Gopinata Madana Mohana Vasudeva, Navanita Priyadadi Chora Vasudeva, Krishna Kamala Lochana Gopi Lola Vana Mallikeya Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Hari Vasudeva, Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva, Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva,
Sundara Rupa Vasudeva Charu Chandra Vasamada Chandana Lepananda Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Nitya Nirguna Niranjana Vasudeva Adi Madhura Sundara Rupa Vasudeva Charu Chandra Vasamaja Chandana Lepananda Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Muktidayaka Mukunda Vasudeva Yadavendra Yadu Bhushana Vasudeva Kevala Gopala Vanamali Rama Vallabha Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Muktidayaka Mukunda Vasudeva Yadavendra Yadu Bhushana Vasudeva Kevala Gopala Vanamali Rama Vallabha Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Bhakti Mandara Vinadi Vasudeva Paramandana Divya Sundara Vasudeva Bhava Bandana Vimochana Dvarakana Nayaka Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Bhakta Mandara Viradi Vasudeva Paramandana Divya Sundara Vasudeva Bhava Bandana Vimochana Dvaraka Nayaka Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Nava Rasika Vasudeva Akhilanda Lokanayaka Vasudeva Nava Yogi Paripalaka Bhakta Aradhaka Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Nava Nitya Rasika Vasudeva Akhilanda Lokanayaka Vasudeva Yogi Paripalaka Bhakta Aradhaka Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Gopala Govinda Krishna Vasudeva Radhika Chandra Chakora Krishna Vasudeva Damodara Achyuta Murali Manohara Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari 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 Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva Vasudeva Hari Vasudeva
Shri Vithala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha 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 Shri Vithala Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vithala Parabrahmane Namaha.
Parabrahmane Parabrahmane Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vitala Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vithala Giridhari 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 Parabrahmane Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vithala Giridhari 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 Parabrahmane Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari 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 Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari
Together.
Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari 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 Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri
Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane
Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri 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 Vitala Giridhari Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Sri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Sri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Vitthala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Bolo Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Yatiraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Prapati Dharme Karataya Mangala Mangala Me
Rapati Dharma Karataya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Saligrama Pratishtistaya Mangala Mangala Me
Rama Pratisthitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridandadharine Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala Me
Vedanta-dharini Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yakiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. जनों के सेवता तुमको निशागिन सेवता हर विष्णु विदाता. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Meya Jai Lakshmi Mata. तुमको निशागिन सेवता तुमको निशागिन सेवता हर विष्णु विदाता. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Uma Rama Brahmani, Tumari Jagamata, Omeya Tumari Jagamata. Surya Chandra Madhyavata, Surya Chandra Madhyavata, Narada Rishigata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Durga Rupa Niranjani, Sukha Sampati Data, Omeya Sukha Sampati Data. Jo koi tumako javata, jo koi tumako javata, Rili Siti Dana Pata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Tuma Patala Nivashini, Tumahi Shubhadata, Omeya Tumahi Shubhadata. Kama Prabhava Prakashini, Kama Prabhava Prakashini, Bhavanidhi ki trata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Isagara me tumhara hai sab sadguna ata. Omeya sab sadguna ata, sab sambhava ho jata, sab sambhava ho jata, manane hi gabarata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Tuma vinayangana hote, vastra na koi pata. Omeya vastra na koi pata. Kana pankave baba, kana pankave baba, sab tuma se aata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Shubha Guna Mandira Sundara Shiro Dari Jata. Omeya Shiro Dari Jata. Oratna Chatura Dasha Tuma Vina, Ratna Chatura Dasha Tuma Vina, Koi Nahi Pata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Mahalakshmi Ji ki Aarati, Jo koi jana gata. Omeya jo koi jana gata. Purananda Samata, Purananda Samata, Papa Uttara Jata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Meya Jai Lakshmi Mata. Tumako nishadina sevata, Tumako nishadina sevata, Hara Vishnu Vijata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Meya Jai Lakshmi Mata. Tumako nishadina sevata, Tumako nishadina sevata, Hara Vishnu Vidhata. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata, Om Jai Lakshmi Mata. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Govinda, Asato Ma Satgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय, श्री भूतभृतेश्वरनाथ नरसिंह भगवान की जय, बोलो राधा कृष्णा कन्हैया लाल की जय, श्री माता की बाबा जी की जय, श्री मनोजाचार्य की जय, प्रेम से बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की जय।
कृष्णाय गोविंदाय गोपीचरण वल्लभाय पराय परम पुरुषाय परक्रम मंत्र यंत्र तंत्र औषधानि संवराय सम्राय विद्यो मोक्षाय मोक्षाय। ओम नमो भगवते महासुदर्शनाय दिव्य ज्वलाकृताय शिवाजी शोभनां परस्मै परब्रह्मणे परम ज्योतिषे स्वाहा। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः।
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। वेंकटरमण गोविंदा, गोपिका जीवन स्मरणं गोविंदा, भक्त वत्सल गोविंदा, पुंडलीकवरदे एकनाथ नंदे, बोलो पंढरीनाथ महाराज की जय, रुक्मिणी महारानी की जय, समस्त भक्त मंडली की जय।